Right. I just really Darren has just been arrested by my partner. Sorry, my partner has just been arrested by this thug, PC McCarthy and PC Atkinson. Now, because of something I said in my last video, and people were watching, so obviously people are concerned. Look, let me tell you that I have not pressed charges or anything. I lashed it. I've uploaded a video that was from weeks ago, and I'm not trying to seem like a hypocrite or I had an altercation with my partner. I actually lashed out at him. I feel terrible. I'm sort of all over the place. This thug, PC McCarthy, that's just arrested my partner, I've had to just keep my cool. They played my YouTube videos in front of me whilst beating me in A&E. Verbally name-calling me and my partner to my face. That is worse. I said to PC Atkinson, if you're going to arrest Darren, arrest PC McCarthy. He was in Darren's flat. I had to stay calm. I'm telling you, I had to stay calm. I was a lot calmer than what I am right now. But I'm telling you that you all watch my videos. I mean, as soon as you turned up to say we've had an allegation, because you all watch my Sussex Police, Eastbourne Police, watch my videos. I was telling PC Atkinson, whilst they've turned up to arrest my partner, I was saying to him, I've been telling Darren about how I had to have an x-ray afterwards. Yes, well, and what was the outcome of that? That's not the point. They broke my phone. I've got a new crappy phone because of them. They ripped my clothes, broke my phone. I am being unbelievably calm because I still don't know how my father died. And back in February, PC McCarthy beat me on Beachy Head. You can see the Facebook photos. And just because he left bruises all over me, oh, we're allowed to use reasonable force. I said reasonable force, yes. But on my birthday in March, a month later, they're all beating me. And he wants to know what I've got an appointment for. PC Ford, who was playing my YouTube videos whilst PC McCarthy was assaulting and beating and verbally abusing me and all of that. PC Ford was the one who dragged me out of my home. He has helped make me homeless. And they've got the nerve to turn up to arrest Darren. That last video where I showed a little bruise was a message for Juliet. And because Juliet's let me down. Because Darren said Juliet's your friend. And Juliet let... You're a joke, you are. You've got my partner in custody. You've got my partner in custody. When all I ever say to Darren is how you cowards have caused me. Now, PC Atkinson, well, what can I say? I had to be careful what I said. I couldn't even take in what he was saying. He asked me if I wanted to sign a form. I said, I'm not signing anything. They tried to get me in prison over a welfare check on Beachy Head. They are as corrupt and demented as you please. They haven't just arrested my partner because they care. They watch my YouTube videos and they're trying to cause me and Darren as much distress as possible. Darren and I had an altercation because of what they've done. May Abba Yahweh look after him. Now, Darren he doesn't want me making these videos. He's concerned that I'm going to make it to an appointment right now. It's 9:25 in the morning, and he wants to make sure that I make it to an appointment so that I've got a roof over my head. The very roof over my head that PC Ford took away from me when they dragged me out of supported accommodation. I tell you what, all you're doing is you're giving me and Darren extra strength. So I'm going to post this video. Hopefully they'll release Darren's very soon, because it's not nice being in those cells. I don't know how many times they've put me in there. May Abba Yahweh just use this to give him strength. Strengthen him. Yes, I get angry with Darren. Yes, I get confused. Yes, I get upset. And that's the enemy likes to do that. The enemy. But in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, please look after Darren, because we're not going to let this. We're not going to let them win. We're not going to let them win. I'm not going to let them get to me. I'm not going to let them make me think, oh, maybe I should get Darren in. No. Because right now, Darren is the one always showing, whilst there's always fighting between us, he's the one who stayed there throughout. And Juliet hasn't, because Juliet got her mother to come in and say, no, she's not your friend. And Juliet works for the authorities. And I spoke up for Juliet, and they used Juliet as a scapegoat, the crisis team. They used her cancer treatment. They used it. This is what they do. To guilt trip. When I was the one speaking up for Juliet, and she works for the authorities, and she and her mother and all these people got paramedics and police to bully me out of her flat before I lost the room. Darren and I are still here. YouTube took down the video where I was concerned that Darren was going to go up to Beachy Head and do something. Now, men are already struggling to talk about their mental health. At least he hasn't turned into a thug like you lot to emotionally manipulate me. Yes, he's done things he shouldn't have done. But right now it should be PC McCARTHY who's just arrested him in that cell, who's pushed me and pushed me and pushed me to suicide. Because PC Atkinson wasn't interested to hear that 4 days ago I went down to A&E. I'm in his flat right now. But 4 days ago I went down to A&E because he was screaming and shouting at me because he's struggling with his mental health. Because I couldn't sit down where he wanted me to sit down. And what happened? I went down to the crisis team. I was assaulted. Again by public servants down at A&E, where my late mother was dying of cancer in 2009, where PC McCARTHY and his colleagues beat me. I actually asked for a form for the chief executive over what the thug who's just arrested Darren did to me with his colleagues, PC Lyons, PC McNaughton and PC Ford, who have helped make me homeless and beat me and verbally abused me and called Darren a C word to my face on my birthday. Happy birthday, Bryony, all night long. Throwing me on the ground. My hands were like balloons. If you want to see what the criminal who's just arrested my partner for assaulting me because of my last YouTube video, have a look on Facebook to see what he just did to me. And I had an anonymous call last night. Do you think I'm bothered? Do you think I'm bothered by it? Darren answered the phone to your anonymous call. So what? So what? We're not bothered. One day I'll change my... I'm getting the ball rolling to get a judicial review against this corrupt council anyway. So carry on watching, carry on doing what you're doing. Darren had a threat to his life, saying, he showed me, it was a threat saying, if you hurt Bryony, I'll slit your throat. Do you know what? I have no words for that. But it's only because of Darren's faith and encouraging me and my faith. All this gaslighting. I said to PC Atkinson, I can't decide which is worse. the abuse from Darren or the abuse from you lot. Now obviously I'm trying to be careful of the words I use about my partner, especially to these thugs. But I swear to you, I was holding back. Because these thugs, these police thugs, are the ones who've beaten me and left bruises all over me. You can see on my Facebook page, PC McCarthy, what he did to me. I said he left bruises all over me. I was in pain on the phone to Juliet. I couldn't use my hands afterwards. I was in that much pain. No human being has ever done to me what they've done to me. And yet they've got my partner in custody to save face, to cover up their own crimes. Well, Abba Yahweh has a way of dealing with you. He has a way. Our Heavenly Father has a way. Now, I know what Darren would be saying right now. Just put the laptop down. You've got to get to your appointment. Darren loves me. He's like a mother to me. This is where the confusion comes in. I've said it to people many, many times. I don't know if Darren is emotionally abusing me. But I know what stress can do. And I'm telling you, and because I say it to Darren all the time I'm telling Darren. He gets earache hearing me talking about it. All he ever hears is what they've done to me. And I said to PC Atkinson, I said, I've been saying to Darren, are you behind what you thugs are doing to me? So there you are. I mean, people have said bad things about John Wedger. All I can say is I don't know. I can't comment on that. But I was disappointed because I said to PC Atkinson, I don't know if he knows who John Wedger is, but I said, John Wedger from MI5 said to me on the phone in Juliet's flat, keep away from the police. I was really disappointed with his attitude and everything. I can't comment on what terrible things people have said about him, but I said, how can I keep away from you lot when you lot have destroyed me? There was something I wanted to say and I couldn't say it because you say one thing and they'll take it out of context. I said, your colleague beat me when he said that I wanted to take you off Beachy Head. He said, well, you have to take that seriously. I said, it was taken out of context. He said, well, what did you say? They've pushed a distressed person. If you assault a person many times who's already vulnerable, at some point they're going to say something that they wouldn't otherwise say. I said, it was said years ago. There is so much that I am not even saying in these videos. But all Darren ever hears from me, I've been talking about I've been talking to Darren about making a claim against the one who's just arrested him over an altercation in a hotel that happened weeks ago. And that thug that has just arrested him has left me permanently traumatized, calling him a C word to my face, several times. And apparently he's got a reputation. The one who's just arrested Darren has got a bad reputation. He's one hell of a thug. He's got a bad reputation, according to PC Williamson and PC. I can't even keep up with all their names. I'm just... They're playing mind games. Don't turn up pretending to be concerned that Darren's assaulted me when you have all caused me so much trauma, and you've used my YouTube channel. You've played it to me during A&E. The hospital should be the safest place on earth. Yet that's a place where PC McCarthy and his colleagues beat me, and they've just arrested Darren just to cause more distress. May Abba Yahweh. May Abba Yahweh. All I can say is I'm trying to use the right words because I'm hoping and praying Darren hasn't been emotionally manipulating me. And I've got to have faith that it is distress. But you lot, you know what you've done. You know that I'm not well, and you lot have pushed me to suicide. I stabbed myself through the arm with a 6-inch knife in one of these hotels. Darren has... I don't want to get upset, but his left hand, he couldn't hardly use his left hand because he snatched a knife from me, and you lot helped make me homeless. I can't say any more than this because I just want to put this out there.